bit of a different look for this particular video. He could be a bit of a long one, but I did touch base on this a little bit in a previous video I uploaded today about Darwin Nunez being a scrub, because there was a big heated debate on Say TV's channel the other day, pretty much almost 24 hours from when I'm recording this. And it was all about Darwin Nunez. Is he a scrub? Is he a better player on the left? Is he a shit player because he can't play down the middle? Is it a wasted transfer? And it just got into this big shit fight, shouting fight, insult fight between Lee Gunner and Sava once again. Roms, and look, I will say for Roms, a lot of people in the comments saying, yeah, Roms is not a Liverpool fan, it doesn't represent us. Well, you can't do the no true Scotsman thing. You know, when they say like, you know, well, they're not a real Christian, I'm a real Christian. Or they're not a real Liverpool fan, I'm a real Liverpool fan. Or they're not a real liberal, I'm a real liberal. That sort of shit. Like, there are some things where you can say, okay, some things are objectively factual for you to be such a thing. But when it comes to being a football fan for a team, you can't really say that, well, they don't agree with, you know, what I believe, ergo they're not a they're a Liverpool supporter, they're too negative or whatever. Like, a lot of Arsenal fans disavow and do not condone what Lee Gunner says for his Arsenal takes, because they view him as a toxic negative and all that sort of shit, right? But in any case, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Just to read a few comments here just before we get started. So Saeed said it was an epic show again. He tried to create a balanced debate. And a lot of people in the comments saying, bro, it was a bit out of control. You know, look at what people are saying. Don't be tone deaf to the views and the clicks and everything else in between. Some people don't give a shit. A lot more people maybe care a bit more. Need to be a stronger balance. Roms got drowned out and this Nunez narrative pushed. I don't rate him either, but overpowering people's opinion is not it. It's a learning experience. People talked about hate speech and comments said about Liverpool FC being a third world country by Lee, which we'll get to in a moment here. But a lot of other people saying, yeah, delete my comment about Lee calling Liverpool a third world country. I'm from a third world country, so what? We should draw the line at personal insults, in my opinion. And what's the timestamp? The rest of them didn't even pull up. Everyone is triggered. Yeah, all these sorts of things. Like, I don't really give a shit. It's just, you will lose subscribers if you insist on toxic guests like Lee. What value does he add? He even hates on his own club, yet they are doing well. He's now making derogatory remarks about Liverpool, etc., etc. We'll get to that. Actually, we should probably get to that first up. Now, actually, come to think of it, before we go ahead, let's have a listen to what Lee said. And a lot of people saying like that Saeed didn't pull up Lee on his comments. He just sat there like, you know, as his face is now reading comments or whatever, not paying attention to what Lee was saying. Have a go at this.
Support shouts. I do hear it.
Everyone's saying better facilities. How do you know that? And there's loads of people saying it. It's like they've got a handbook out and gone, oh yeah, right, okay, Egypt, Liverpool.
Yes, it was actually found that both the Egyptian FA, or the national team, and Liverpool FC both agreed that it was better for him to come to Liverpool because the whole medical team is there. He's looked after there pretty much 24/7. They know his medical history. They know what his body's like. They know everything that there is to know about Mo Salah. So why wouldn't you take him to a facility where they keep tabs on him almost every single fucking day? Lee, seriously? And when it was arranged by both of them, what's the problem? What is the problem?
Mate, you do know Liverpool's a third world country, didn't you? Like, do me a favour.
Yeah.
Come on, what are we doing here?
See, Saeed, I'll play it for you one more time so you can hear it one more time.
Everyone's saying better facilities. How do you know that? And there's loads of people saying it. It's like they've got a handbook out and gone, oh yeah, right, okay, Egypt, Liverpool. Mate, you do know Liverpool's a third world country, didn't you? Like, do me a favour.
Yeah.
Again, not that I particularly care. It's not the worst comment in the world. It just looks bad. And when you know, you're basically insulting a city, you know, and shit like that, when you're meant to be talking about football and you're insulting a people, an area in England. I mean, Lee has got to do better here. It just looks bad. It looks like he's been a shit cunt. It's bad optics, and Saeed should have really pulled him up, but he didn't. And that's why a lot of people got upset in the comments, but it is what it is. Now, let's get to the debate about Darwin Nunez. So Save is actually saying, you know what, it's Darwin is not the worst player out there. He's doing well. He ain't a prolific goal scorer. He ain't doing anything fantastic. He's missing a lot of chances. Yes, we get that. He should be doing better. But for where he's at right now, in this left wing position where Jota's down the middle or Gakpo's down the middle and then he's on the wing, that's better off for Darwin. He's getting better goals and assists in return, and he's playing much more better, getting more involved. Not that he hadn't beforehand, but off the left wing, he's a bit more effective. He does play off the left as well for Argentina. Bloody hell. For Uruguay, my brother-in-law and sister came back from Uruguay and Argentina just the other day. Still got that in my head. For Uruguay. So it's not the worst thing to play him off the left. And you know what? If Klopp's discovered that, hey, hang on a second, I can use him off the left wing with more effect than playing him down the middle, why wouldn't he? That's the sign of a good manager, knowing where your players are strong and weak and then playing to their strengths. I don't see anything wrong with that at all. But let's kick it on here because Sava was explaining he's not the worst player. He's doing okay. He's been integral. He's been involved with all these goals scored and assists, etc., etc. He's affecting the game, even though not scoring the goals he's meant to score, that was brought in to score. But it's better than not doing anything. Romsey saying I was on board until he was missing all these chances in December, and now he's sort of like he's completely over it at the moment. So I don't know. Well, just have a listen.
And for me, his new role is left wing. I think he's now cementing that. I've now accepted he's just a forward and not a striker because Sam, we brought him in to score goals. End of the day, if we're going to call a spade a spade, we brought him in to score goals. I think before yesterday it was 1 in 16. Now that's why some of our fans.
1 in 6. I don't think it was 1 in 16. He did score against. Was it Burnley? I think it was Burnley we played. Before that, I'm pretty sure he scored in the Europa as well or something. I mean, if it was 1 in 16, by all means, fair enough. I thought he maybe scored a couple more goals. But again, yes, he was brought in to be a striker. Evidently, that hasn't really worked out for him or us as an out-and-out striker. Maybe we just can't play that way at the moment. So again, Klopp found a position, a way to put him into the squad and have him there and have him doing bits.
Fan base are chucking in the assists to kind of paper over the cracks. Do you understand? So I'm not.
Is that papering over? Is that? Listen, we can't pick and choose when we use stats. Like right now, it's papering over cracks. Other players, we go, well, look how many assists they get. His all-round game.
This is my point. I feel like striker. It's only for strikers that are misfiring that you chuck in the assist. You don't say that for like an Alvarez or a Haaland or players that are just banging in the goals. It's only for strikers that are misfiring that we chuck in the assist to make it look a bit better. I agree with you. I don't agree with Lee saying he's a scrub, but I just feel like he's now just an effective player. He's not a striker because he's missing. I'm speaking before yesterday. Yesterday, 2 great goals. I give that to him. But before yesterday, he hadn't scored in 16 games.
Again, what is wrong with changing the position to have him be more effective? If you have a player and you can see there's talent there, that there's something that they give the squad, but it's not working in this one particular position, would you just throw them out of the squad and say, yeah, you're not good enough, thanks for coming, see you later, bye? Or would you look to maybe put them in a position where they're going to flourish, where they're actually going to do well? I think a good manager realizes, okay, this player's quick, with a bit of space, not so great down the middle, needs a bit of XYZ, let's throw him out here. And it works. And then you say, okay, we're going to stick with this formula now. So because they failed in one position, all of a sudden now they're a scrub or they're a shit player because they had to move to another position and they're still doing okay. That just does, to me, I just don't see how that's a bad thing.
It's crazy.
Listen, I'm not. Listen, as I said, listen. But the words that are coming out.
And I was one of the fans that were backing him. I was actually one of the fans that were backing him.
The words that are coming out of my mouth are different to what's being levelled at me. I'm not saying he's a phenomenal goal scorer.
Fair.
But when I watch Liverpool, I'm watching your games. In the last 3 games, he's been integral to everything you've done. Yeah. So when we're just going, he's a scrub. I mean, first of all, it's silly. How you can't be. He's involved in everything Liverpool do.
Well, sorry to cut you off. What was he involved in against Arsenal?
Why the hell does Arsenal need to be inserted into this league, for fuck's sakes? We're talking about Darwin overall. We're talking about the game the other day against Bournemouth. The game the other day before that against Fulham in the Carabao Cup semi. Came off the bench, got himself 2 assists. Why the fuck do you have to bring Arsenal into this? We beat you anyways. We fucking beat you at your own home ground 2-0 in the FA Cup. Yes, there was a draw at Anfield. Arguably, we should have won that game or at least had the chances or the opportunities to win that game. We didn't. It is what it is. We'll be back at the Emirates in a couple of weeks' time. But why are you inserting Arsenal into this?
He got the assist and headed the ball.
Hold on, now you want to use stats. Bro, he was trash against us. I watched the game.
Yeah, we all watched the game, Lee. Funny enough, we've all got English football over here in England as well.
So one pass, and that gives him a whole flipping pass for 90-odd minutes against Arsenal. Come on, what are we doing here, man? Like, honestly, he was rubbish against Arsenal. He was brought in as a striker because he's trashing in front of the goal. They banged him on the wing.
And what the fuck is wrong with that, Lee? What the fuck is wrong with that? If a player cannot play in a position it was brought into play, but is more effective in another position that maybe is a little bit different, but works for everybody involved, what the fuck is wrong with that? Tell me.
2 goals that Liverpool scored, he wasn't involved in them.
What against Arsenal?
The second one he was. The second one.
He was involved, if whatever involved means. He made a pass.
Well, in one.
Yes, it's probably a stretch. It is, some would say, copium. But I mean, if the ball's gone through him in order to lead to a goal, that's still an involvement technically. If you want to grasp at straws, that's still an involvement. He still had to get to the ball and lay it off. If you want to be a little bit shameless, let's just say.
In one of the goals, it went forward. He nodded it on. They flicked it through and scored. In the second goal, he squared it and the player put it in. If we're going to start, are we saying now that when players are involved in goals and build-up, now all of a sudden this isn't important?
No, but you're making out he had a good game because he got an assist against Arsenal. That's not the case, is it?
I never said he had a good game. I said he was involved in the goals. And
yeah, being involved in something doesn't mean you've had a great game. You could have had a great game on the wings. You could have had a great game at centre back, in the midfield, whatever, but not have an assist or a goal. That doesn't mean you haven't been effective. You can have a great game, but if you're getting a goal because you've had one chance, one opportunity, and that's hit the back of the net and it's been given because it's a legitimate goal, since when is that a bad thing? Again, what are you going to say now? We need 10 out of 10 performances and then score a goal just so you can say you've had a great game? No one says you have to have a great game in order to be effective in a game.
He said he was integral in everything he's done that they've done going forward in the last 3 games.
Because
against us, he was anonymous. He did one pass and he was trash.
Okay, we're not talking about Arsenal in one fucking isolated moment, Lee. For fuck's sakes, get Arsenal out of your fucking head and understand that we're talking about Liverpool and Darwin Nunez overall, not one isolated incident against Arsenal. Fucking hell.
Lee, in the 6 goals that Arsenal scored in those 2 games, he was involved in all 6 goals.
And
so when you're saying he was
before yesterday, which it makes him a bum. You've
done a Lee Gunner. You've changed your argument.
Sava, I think, with a bit of a faux pas, is that the right term? Telling Lee Gunner he's done a Lee Gunner, and LB down the bottom there just looking like with the confused face on him. He's just like, Sava, letting Lee get to you. I'm letting him get to me as well.
You asked me. You just asked me about the last game. You just asked me about the last game. You asked me about the last games. How can you be involved in 6 of the last 6 goals, and then we're being told that he was terrible in all those games if you're involved in all?
Because if you score a goal, it doesn't necessarily mean that you've had a great performance.
That's fair. That's fair. Again, we're not saying you had to have a great performance to be involved in a goal. As I said, you could be anonymous for 90 minutes, but you square a ball across because you have an opportunity. You were involved. You got yourself an assist. Fair play. You won the game. No one is saying that's a 10 out of 10 performance, man. Fuck me.
Yeah, score a hat trick.
Words,
absolutely crap.
Words that never came up my mouth. Never said.
Yeah, but you do this every week. You ask a question, I give you the answer, and then you pretend you never said it.
But I didn't say he was great. I said he was.
No, you said how can he be trash if he's been involved in 6 goals in the last 3 games or 2 games or whatever? Just because you've been involved in the goals doesn't mean you've dropped a good performance.
No one said that.
I said he's.
No one has said that. Nobody has said that. Lee's fucking hearing shit in his head that does not exist.
Like Packer score a goal and be anonymous for nearly 10 months. He's got 20 GA this season. He's been anonymous since March.
All right,
In terms of his performances.
Darwin Nunez is crap. Darwin Nunez is crap. Let's just go with that. I
You know what?
I can't.
Lee, this is what fucking pisses me and everybody off about Lee. I mean, I've given him props saying, look, I understand he wants his team to do well. Arsenal, yes, it's all about winning. And if you want to use that logic, that Lee Gunner logic, that it is all about winning, who fucking cares if they've had a great performance, a shit performance, a 10 out of 10, a 1 out of 10, if they've got themselves a fucking assist, if they've been effective playing throughout the game, if they've done something on the pitch that's led to your fucking team scoring a goal and fucking winning a game, what the fuck does it matter how you play on the fucking pitch? You got yourself an effective moment. You've done something there. You got yourself a goal or an assist, whatever the fuck it is. Why the fuck do you care? It's all about winning after all, Lee, isn't it? Who cares what your performance is like? Just win.
You know what it is? Yeah. You know what it is? I feel
It's
like
just pure shit being spouted out of this idiot's mouth week after week.
Hey, number one, I'm not an idiot. Number two, you just don't like it when...
Sava.
Pardon?
Sava, chill.
I chat pure shit. Well, don't come on it then, isn't it? It's pretty simple, mate. If you get rattled every week, look how rattled you get.
6 goal contributions in 6 goals.
I swear Lee thinks he's fucking greater than what he is, man, because he's got fucking 80, 90,000 subs. He talks about how much fucking money and views he's getting online and all this sort of shit, but and he says, like, it's not for the views. I mean, if I wanted views, I'd be positive and whatever. Like, people hate watch this dude. Some people, as I said, in this moment in time, in this video, what I'm recording here, he's a massive prick in this because I understand what Savra is saying. But Lee just wants to be contradictory, just wants to be negative or go against what he's saying for the sake of it. Like, he hasn't actually given anything, proper. If I want to be fair to Lee, I'll say, correct. Just because you've got yourself an assist doesn't mean you've had a great game, which is true. But we're not saying he's had fantastic games. He hasn't had a 9 out of 10 or an 8 out of 10 performance. Maybe he's got a 6.5 or a 7, let's say. Got himself a couple of passes, got himself a good few movements, a dribble pass to play into the box, got a couple of shots off, and then he gets himself 1 assist in the game that ends up, being led on the plate for Jota to score, and then we win the game 1-0. It was effective. He didn't have a great game, but it was effective. He contributed. He did something. Why is this now I don't understand why the fuck this is a bad thing now. Lee just wants to be fucking just negative or just, opposite of what everyone is saying for the sake of it, man. Like, what the fuck? And Saeed backing up Lee, for example. I get Sav's calling him an idiot and shit, and he shouldn't be calling him an idiot. He's frustrating. Calling him Lee. If you want to be shameless and a bit of a prick, fair enough. But like, why? Okay, ironic. Not calling him an idiot, calling him a prick. The attitude more. So you can say his attitude definitely is like a prick. I wouldn't call him an idiot though.
Guys, he's rubbish. Why can't you say he's not as good as people think? But he's not a scrub if you are.
Right, okay, let's
47 goal contributions in 73 games.
Whoopee, 7 goal contributions. 1 minute you don't like stats, and now you do like stats.
No, hang on. No, hang on. I'm sorry. If people are going to use them, use them. If you are involved in 47 goal contributions in 73 games, how are you called a scrub?
Okay, I'll tell you how. Go and have a look at Bruno Fernandes being involved in all his goals for his team.
Okay,
and he is a scrub as well. And he's a scrub as well. Darwin Nunez was brought in ultimately to be their Haaland up front.
The striker, yeah, that's true. That
is
true.
Haaland up front.
He was.
Decided.
You know what? Yes, he was brought in to be a striker. It hasn't really worked out at this point in time. Who the fuck knows what tomorrow's going to bring, right? But if he's going to play off that left wing, and he's going to get himself an assist or a goal every game or every second game, he's going to be effective. He's going to run at the fullback. He's going to cut inside and have shots on goal and trouble the goalkeeper in the defense. I have no fucking issue with that. I don't need him to have a 10 out of 10 game. I don't need him to score a fucking hat-trick every game. I just need him to score a goal or get an assist because, as I've said, if you're getting an assist, that means someone else is scoring a goal, which means you are scoring goals. Ergo, you're looking to win the matches. That's all I fucking care about. Play, get an assist, score a goal. I don't give a fuck if the whole team is dog shit. If we get one opportunity and we win the game 1-0, I don't give a fuck. It's all about winning after all, Lee, isn't it? So now he wants to say it's all about performances. He doesn't really perform. He hasn't done anything. He's a shit player. I don't give a fuck if he's had a shit game. If he's going to get me an assist or a goal, that's all I give a fuck about. That's all I care about. And Saeed, he says, yeah, he was born to be a striker. Yeah. Okay, so if Højlund can't score a goal to save his fucking life, and you find out that actually he's not too bad off the left or the right, and you say, yeah, he's been playing better, are we going to say the same thing to you then? So, well, your striker is dog shit, so you had to ship him out onto the left so he could actually play. That's not a bad thing. That's tactical awareness. That's a manager noticing that a player cannot adapt in one position, but they can do something in another position and letting them do that in the other position. Why is this so fucking hard to understand?
Actually, I've kind of messed up here because he ain't as prolific.
I agree.
That's fine.
So he's evolved.
That's fine. That is fucking perfectly fine. Why are they making it like this is like the biggest fucking like the most like complete fuck up ever? Look, shit happens. You don't get every transfer correct. If you can make a transfer work, why the fuck would you say it's a bad thing if you've found a position for him?
Evolved his game. He's evolved his approach.
He's pushed him out to the wing because he can't do anything up front. So he's pushed him out to the wing, and when he's on the wing, he plays better than he does up front.
What's wrong with that?
Sure, so he's evolved his game. Is he an amazing goal scorer? I've never said he is. I've never once said he is.
I don't think any Liverpool fan has said he's an amazing goal scorer. A lot of people are sick of him saying, "All right, it's either fucking, score goals or crap or get off the toilet time," sort of a thing. No one says he's a fantastic goal scorer. We know. Look, let me just show you something. Since I got you here, I pulled this up just before. This season, he's played as a centre forward 26 times, 8 goals, 8 assists. So 16 GA in 26. As a left winger, he's played 4 times, 2 goals, 2 assists. So 4 games, 4 GA, or 26 games, 16 GA. What's wrong with that? There's your 20 and 20. There is nothing wrong with that at all. 32 games, 32 appearances, 20 GA. Not a bad return. Again, yes, we want him to be scoring goals. Should he be scoring goals? 100%. That's what he's brought in to do. But if he's going to get you something like that, which is much better in terms of output from the amount of games you've been playing, I'm all for that. If he's better on that left wing, play him on that fucking left wing. We've got Jota down the middle. We've got Gakpo we can play there. That's fine. That's not a problem. As long as Jota's fit, centre forward. Rotate. Put Jota on the left. Put Nunez down the middle. We can do these things. We did it fucking with Mane, Firmino, and Salah. What's to say we can't do this now? Fucking annoying pricks, man. That's what it is. It's fucking annoying hearing this shit from rival fans, even some Liverpool fans as well. Yes, we know he's not the best as a striker, but you know where he's decent? On the left wing. So why the fuck should we not have him play there? Why?
This is the thing with Nunez. Obviously, I disagree calling him a scrub. As a striker, he's not it. We've established that.
That's fair.
Why put him on
That's
the wing.
fine.
But now I just accept he's a forward and he's effective. And he's contributed with assists. So it's not like he's not contributing at all. But is he this player that our fans think he is? No. Is he effective? Yeah. But his new position, Klopp realised, you know what? You're missing too many one-on-ones. You're not as clinical as I thought. And he's putting that left wing role for me now is now his role. Even when Salah comes back, he keeps that role. Diaz probably will have to drop to the bench. Salah on the right, drop through the middle. Nunez has done enough. He's warranted that position in the last 4 or 5 games. I agree with you in that sense, Sab. But as a striker now, for me, his days are done. He's not good enough as a striker. We just have to call it how it is.
But again, that never came out my mouth. That's the thing.
Fuck me dead. The most frustrating thing. Sava never said he's great as a striker. He said, look, he's contributing, he's scoring goals, he's doing things, he's effective, he's making things happen. And these people are saying, yeah, but he's not a striker, he's shithouse, and he had to put him in another position because he was shit as a striker. Yes, we acknowledge that. I'm a Liverpool fan. I say, yes, I acknowledge that. I can see he's not a great fucking goal scorer. He's not one-on-one chances, misses way too early. Last season, he had some good opportunities. This season, he should be on 15 goals minimum in the Premier League. But he's on, fucking 7 or some shit. Like, fuck me. Like, he should be scoring more goals, 100%. But as Roms just said, realizing that a player is going to change and be played in a different position, have a different role. Okay, you're not, playing, back to goal and looking to receive a ball forward or run into space. You're playing off the wing, play a little 1-2, cut inside, go past the player, have a shot on goal, square the ball, get yourself an assist. There is nothing wrong with Darwin being a forward, playing on the left side, down the centre or the right. He's effectively a forward line. He's not an out-and-out striker. Even at Benfica, check out his numbers at Benfica. They weren't even, look, was it 85, 40, 16 goals he only scored. 16 goals for Benfica in his, 2 seasons there, whatever it was, 2 or 3 years. 16 goals. He's almost surpassed that at the moment with Liverpool, with a bit more clinical finishing, he would have had a better return, and he will surpass that. He'll get himself a few more goals by the end of this season. I'm saying he'll hit 20 goals easy in the next couple of months. I hope that doesn't come back to bite me in the ass, but I'm expecting him to at least hit 20 goals this season. The assists, he's sorry, that's overall for the club. Sorry, 20 goals overall this season, not this season already. Sorry, my bad. 20 goals overall for the club. Should be scoring more goals, 100%. Assists, that's fine as well. Yes, a striker is meant to be scoring goals like Salah. We say Salah. Salah is not a striker. He's a winger, but he scores goals as a winger. He gets assists as a winger. Darwin Nunez will score goals as a winger, will get assists as a winger or as a forward, whatever you want to call him. There's nothing wrong with that change of position. I don't know why these guys are making it sound like fucking everyone is, gassing up Darwin as a fantastic striker when we've clearly all said that he's not a great striker as a one-on-one back to goal, none of that shit, misses too many opportunities, but as a winger on the left, he is decent. He's getting the job done. And may it long fucking continue, I say.
The things that you're claiming never came out of my mouth. My point is, every time I'm watching Liverpool at the moment, he is involved in everything. If you are involved in everything, I can guarantee you when he's coming off, Klopp's not going, I'm really disappointed with what you did today, because he's keeping his place in the team. He's working hard. He's assisting. He is you look at whenever he goes up against a defender, I can guarantee you they hate playing against him because he's involved in every bit of build-up. He is powerful. He's strong. He holds the ball up. They will not want to play against him. Is he the world-class finisher? No.
Correct.
I don't think there's hardly any world-class finishers in world football anymore. I don't expect that from him. I don't expect that from many strikers. But he is contributing. If you are contributing, how are you a scrub if you are contributing?
How are you a scrub if you're contributing? Again, just because you're getting GA or being involved in goals doesn't mean you are a great footballer or a decent footballer.
No one said that, Lee. Fuck me. Lee's such an insufferable cunt sometimes. Oh, my fucking days. Nobody said you're a great footballer. Unless in Lee's mind, if you're involved, that means you're a great footballer. Fuck, I can't listen to this no more. I'm going to link this down below. Listen to it, whatever. Frustrating as fuck. Anyways, let me read you some comments before I end this video here. So just close this one up. This one here. Sava has solid points about sensationalism in social media with football fans. Said himself is guilty of it. Just look at his reaction to the Nunez goal versus Bournemouth. I haven't seen that. I need to check that out. Apparently he quit the stream. Anyways, Lee just has such an unreachable bar for what will make him happy, which is fair enough. As I said, I understand his standards and all that sort of shit, but you've got to be somewhat fucking middle ground. Surely even the most stubborn person in the world like Lee understands when there's a middle ground that's been met. Okay, I can understand where you're coming from. Fair enough. Like, it's just never easy to please him. Pause. But I cannot honestly understand how they can't meet in the middle to do basic acknowledgements of each other's views. Roms feels like a bandwagon LFC fan. Certainly doesn't speak for the LFC fans. I know, and was too quiet in the heated debates. A lot of people, I think, were saying it spot on. Big facts. I agree to the original post. As Saeed said, Diaz is not a good footballer. Sava made valid points. Why is that opinion crazy? Sava said he's effective, which is true. On the left, he's effective. No one says he is a great footballer, but he's good at what he does. A lot of saying Lee and Sava dislike each other, fair enough. Again, no true Scotsman here. This Liverpool fan knows nothing about Liverpool. His suggestion that an injured Salah should stay at AFCON as a cheerleader instead of going to Liverpool for treatment was beyond cringe. Look, as I said, Liverpool knows Salah inside and out. He's been there for, 6-7 seasons now, whatever it's been. They know his body. They know what he's strong at. They know what his weaknesses are. They know when he's healthy. They know when there's something wrong. The best place for him to go is back to Liverpool, back to Melwood, and have him do the recovery, get the treatment in there, all that sort of shit. Because these guys know what he is about. I don't see why there is any debate in that. Again, the third world country thing going on there. Switch up between Liverpool is laughable. Here we go. Start of the season, it was a mid-window. They need a 6. Then it became Salah gone, Liverpool will struggle. Now it's they can win without him. And on the Darwin News, Sava is right. We have accepted he's not the Haaland level we hoped, but Klopp has found a way to get the best out of him and the team. He has 10 goals and 10 assists halfway through and still in all comps. If he carries on similar ratio, it's a great return for what he offers. Why is this such a fucking hard concept to understand from these people? It really fucking shits me. It really, really fucking does. Yeah. Lee is the type of guy who says, I don't care about performances, I only care about winning, but on the other hand, slates his team when they win 5-0. I don't understand that. I really don't fucking get that. Oh, man. No one, Sava, I didn't say that. Don't put words in my mouth. But for me, I would choose to have a world-class manager over a world-class player, because a world-class manager will be able to see players for what they're good at and what they're bad at, and Klopp has seen what Darwin is good at and what he's bad at. How is it fucking hard to understand? There's one more comment I want to pull up here. Bit further. Here we go. A couple of things from this stream. There isn't a single person who believes Darwin Nunez is some elite finisher. True. Very true. But the simple fact that he is the only player with 10 goals and 10 assists in all comps at the moment, means he's doing something right. Lee Gunner is so bitter that he must downplay everything and everyone, saying he's a scrub when he has better numbers than a lot of Manchester United and Arsenal attackers is interesting. Sava got ambushed for simply saying he ain't trash. Saeed, I get you're a United fan, no problem, but you allow agenda to dictate what you say too often. 70 mil for Højlund, 100 mil for Anthony, 65 mil for Mount. All of these players have less GA in all comps than that player you spend 20 minutes attacking every stream. You allow folks like Lee Gunner and Gunnar Lee to come on and say anything. It really reduces the quality of your stream, similar to when you let Najee run all of your stream a few weeks back. That's the United fan. Rom, scroll pen, defend your club. No need to cower and get bullied by Lee and Said weekly about your club. Holy shit. Damn. That's a fucking comment and a half. What are the replies here? Exactly. Højlund is celebrated for scoring 2 Premier League goals this season, yet Jackson gets ridiculed every week. I mean, Nicholas Jackson. Yeah, let's not talk about Nicholas Jackson. But yes, I agree here. Sava gets rattled so easily. Yeah, I don't understand why Sava gets rattled. I mean, it's opinions, whatever, just let it go, man. But then it looks like you're letting the other person win or stomp all over you and all that sort of shit. And yeah, it is what it is. But anyways, this video's gone a little bit too long. I know it's going to be a long one, but it is what it is. Again, let me know your thoughts down below. Darwin Nunez, the boys. Is he scrub? Is he good? Is he bad? Is he shit? I think he's not the elite finisher. He's not a striker, okay? Let's just say that. For Uruguay, maybe he's a great striker, by all means. For Liverpool in the Premier League, how we play and what we do, not ideal. But on the left wing, he is doing the business. He's had a great 4 games. Let it continue. Play him on that left side. If he gets an assist or a goal every game or every second game, and he does something, he'll link up play, pass the ball to Jones, who's going to pass it on to Jota, who lays it off for Salah, whatever. But I'm happy with that. Again, might not be the greatest contribution, but it's something as a team sport. This isn't fucking Nunez FC or Salah FC. Not everything has to run through Mo Salah. Yes, we're better when he's on the pitch. We have better chance of winning games, obviously, being a world-class game changer. But that's not to say that we need to run everything through him. Nunez on the left, Jota down the middle, Salah on the right. That's a good forward line if you ask me. It's a great forward line. Let it continue. Play him on the left. Let's see what happens. He's still got 2-3 weeks until Salah's back with his injury, maybe a little bit more. We need Darwin to step up. If he gets himself another 4 goals or 4 GA in total over the next couple of games, he's already doing what we want him to do, and he's doing it at a better rate, at a higher ratio. I don't see what is fucking wrong with that. Klopp's discovered that he can play in a certain position that maybe he wasn't brought in for, but he's going to be effective. He's going to be doing the business, and let him manage the fucking players and the team as he sees fit, because we are still involved in all 4 competitions we're in. We've got chances to win at least maybe 2 of the 4. And let fucking the players just do what they do and let them just fucking play. Let these bitters be bitter about their team performances and all this sort of shit. I'm worrying about my fucking Reds. Let's fucking go. I'm out of breath. See you later.